here, back for another one.
So, Ron here, back for another one. So, what do you got going on here? I see this seat has all been redone.
Yeah, I was a little bit busy today and decided to start and tackle it while you had some other things to do.
Huh. All right. Well, what about this one?
I left that one for you.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
So you're going to walk us through how to do it?
I will.
All right. Well, let me get you guys set up on a I bought it on a tripod, and we'll get going on this seat.
Sounds good. So the first thing you want to do is remove the headrest.
Okay, I'll pop that off.
Thank you.
All right.
Now we want to remove the plastics. There's going to be 3 screws along the bottom, and there's also 3 screws along the bottom of our plastics along the seat.
Okay, so we got plastic on both sides and one on the back.
Yes.
All right, I'll pop those off. Now these chrome clips, they're held on with 2 kind of springs, one on each side. If you can get it up just enough and you can look underneath, it'll make sense. But even once I get it out and you can see it, it'll also make sense. And then under here, there's 2 more screws. Right? Is that right? Yeah.
Just like this one, you lift the 2, you remove the first 2, but then there's 2 more underneath.
Oh.
Yeah. And you need to take those off in order to get the old vinyl off.
The more you know. Then this is just going to get pushed up.
Yeah.
And then out she comes. And typical, you get basically a big mouse toilet, right?
Yeah, that was the disgusting part.
Okay. So now, what do we got to do? We got to take the top off the bottom. Is that the idea?
Yes. Because now we have to take off these brackets here.
Okay. Both sides?
Both sides.
All right, I guess I'll...
For building the...
No, if they had a permit, it would be on the front porch.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll take these tracks off and then pull all these hog rings.
Yes. It all needs to come off. Otherwise the new vinyl's not going to fit over it.
Okay. So at the back of the seat, you see where it goes over, but it's also a part that tucks in down here, just like that. And this guy here also utilizes one of those curly fry listing wire deals. Save it. You're gonna need it. side is the side that would be up against the console. It's pretty good. In here, she's a little rough, but we can fix that. Question is, what do we want to do about this center bun piece? And out here. That's pretty rough. I'll put it up on the screen here. I bought it off Amazon. I kind of suspected that this driver's side was going to require some repair in here. You've seen the condition of the seat. So I bought this stuff. It's like, I don't know, it's 1.5 mils or 2 mils thick, very thin, and then it's sticky on one side. I think it's called Scrim or something like that. So anyway, I just want to put it on here. Kind of like a band-aid over that thing. I'm hoping my new upholstery is thick enough where that doesn't show.
Okay, so now we're on to installing the vinyl.
Okay.
So we slap it on. We have to make sure that these listing wires are lined up inside.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get started.
So these guys here,
Yes,
and they attach to this rod in here?
yes,
Okay. All right, I'll grab some hog rings and get going on that, I guess.
yeah.
So I don't have a listing wire for this front piece here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna take this piece of TIG wire. I know a lot of people use clothes hanger. I've never used that. It might work just fine, I don't know. But
Okay.
it's closed, right?
Yeah.
So let's roll this corner over. Nice and gentle like. There we go. That one done. We can roll this corner over. Pretty good. Now I think I'll put this guy in. So the middle feels good, you know, where we put that extra foam.
Yeah.
The outside seems a little, you know, I still have to pull it tight, but a little low.
Push over here.
Well, it's not pulled tight yet, right?
Oh,
So,
that's true.
just trying to figure out where I want to start. I think I'll start on that side.
Okay.
Is that where I want to go start?
Yeah, that sounds good. Go top to bottom.
Okay. when we draw this guy in.
Yeah.
Actually, let's that'll be okay.
So much easier with two people.
That'll be okay.
Do you want to? There, okay.
So once you get that first one on,
Yeah.
the others fall in pretty good.
Which side do you want to do?
Well, let's take a look first. See how we're looking here. All right. So it looks like both sides, this corner needs to go back, eh?
Yeah.
Get rid of that. All right, so let's start with this side.
Okay.
So I guess we need these wires put in here.
Yes. So that we have something to hook onto. Corner.
That should be good there, eh?
It's to here.
Okay, let's keep going, I guess. There we go.
Oh, you want to start down there? Okay.
All right, I want to take a look and see how that ripple is. Almost gone. First shot, not bad. You don't have much steam work.
Oh, that's... Doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be tight.
Pretty good. A little bit there, but I might be able to get that out of here.
Yeah, when it gets pulled down.
Okay. So now there's this one. Oh.
Just one more.
I think two more.
Let's see how we look.
Not perfect. Not bad. Okay. So let's see if we can get some of that out. Remember this piece? Very important. Otherwise, this will all show through your vinyl. And then we also want our other listing wire. Actually, this already has like a cardboard in it.
How tight are you with that?
I'll take it to here.
Yeah.
I think maybe we'll this will be a good place to break. I think what I'm going to do is clean up. I want to get some paint on those sliders over there. And maybe it's a good time to dye all these plastic pieces. I'll leave them overnight and then come back in the morning and assemble it all. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. I think that's a great place.
A great place? That's a great place. Okay, we'll go to that place. So I don't know if we can actually get these clean, but we gave them a little scrub down with some cleaner from the dollar store, and now we're using this vinyl prep from SEM. Stuff works pretty good. So it's supposed to kind of like soften the plastic in this case, or soften the vinyl, and get it ready to prepare the surface for the dye. Does it work? I don't know, but I can tell you this: I did the rest of the interior and I had no issues. So maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, and I just have no issues anyway. I don't know. So what I do know is so far so good, so I'm just going to keep using it.
Yeah, it does seem to prep it up just like it says.
Mm-hmm. Seems to work pretty good.
Still just a second can?
I'm sorry?
Still just a second can?
Yeah. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having one extra can.
Yeah.
Got no qualms with that. Or even good to have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's going to do it for tonight. So we'll let that sit for the night, and I'll come back tomorrow and finish this up. And you can go to work and sit around and eat bonbons. And
Oh, that's what we do every day.
yeah, there you go. All right, that'll do it for right now. I'll be back momentarily with the rest of it. Okay, it's the next morning. Our plastic pieces are all dry. Our headrest is nice and dry. Our seat bottom is done. We just gotta get the seat back done. So while Faith has gone to work, because you know somebody has to pay for this frivolous lifestyle of ours, I figure maybe I'll get started on this thing. See if we can't oh, I see that I throw the gloves on. I've taken enough of these hog rings off in the past to know that you twist on these pliers, taking 1,000 hog rings off, and they'll chew up your mitts. So anyway, let me pop these off, then we'll get into it. I'll just fast forward this for you. Okay, so we're looking pretty good here. I do want to repair this. Along here is pretty rough. Pretty haggard, actually. This guy here keeps popping out. I'll try and show you what's going on here. See this? So that keeps popping out. And what'll happen is if it's allowed to pop out and then I don't catch it, or sorry, it doesn't pop back in, the metal actually comes through here and starts tearing up the new vinyl. So what we want to do is we want to get that into place. That's it there. I think I just want to put a turn in it enough that it won't come back out. I think. I don't know. Let's see what that does. Does that keep it there? Yeah, that keeps it there. You see it? So it was popping out. Now it appears to be in there. Okay, so I'd still like to cover this. So you can see here it's worn right down to the cotton on the back. So I think what I'd like to do is cut it from here. One might do it. Okay, so at this point, I want to prepare this, put it on there. So of course we have these listing wires here, same as we did in the buttons. So what you want to do is just want to kind of line yourself up here. Something along the lines of that. And then pull out your listing wire here. So this one's got this built-in cord in there. So I'm just going to run this in and hog ring through there. Hopefully I don't get in your way too much, but once you see one, you kind of get the gist of it. Basically there's a wire behind the foam, a rod more like, running the entire direction. I'm going to take this hog ring here and I'm going to secure this fabric to that rod. And what that does is it keeps the center down, the sides come up high. So if you don't do this, these will be high and this will just be floppy in there. So let's floppy's not the look we're going for. Not today. So you kind of do these a little bit blind. And the downside of that is you miss sometimes, like I just did. So I'm just going to leave that one in there. I'm going to put one right next to it and try again. That one felt like it grabbed, and it did. I usually put 5 or 6 per side. That's enough. That is 5 or 6 that grab. They make a pneumatic version for these. And after you do 20, 30, 40, 50 of them, you know why. Okay. Now that we got that done, we can roll these edges. It's important to roll them, don't just try and fold them, because they will tear. You just gotta baby it over. The first one's the easiest. Second one's a little harder. And as you can imagine, the last one is the hardest. Just kind of fold that over. Maybe I'll put this one over next. Roll it over. There you go. You can roll this one over. Come on. Oh boy, this is tight. Come on, baby. There she goes. There she goes. Pretty good. We got a wrinkle there. It should come out if we pull her down that direction. It's good in the center. Our listing wires are doing what they're supposed to do. I think we're ready to flip this guy over and just have at her. I like to just use TIG rod. So just measure myself out a chunk of it. That should do it. I'll just take the TIG rod and slide it in through the end here. I don't know if it's not designed to have it or if it's an oops in the manufacturing process. But in my opinion, for what it's worth, and I'm no expert, you can only do good things in this particular instance. So I think what I want to do is I want to drag this one over. Remember when I took this apart, this was all stuffed in here. Just kind of folded in. Now, what I found works really well when I'm trying to pull all the wrinkles out of an upper seat like this is that when I get into this corner, I want to pull down towards the bottom, you know, making the top more taut, and also pulling into the center. And once I get that locked in, you know, any wrinkles I have up the sides, I should be able to pull out when I lock in the center. But the most important parts are locking these two corners right now. So I'll get this side all locked in, then I'll flip it over, I'll lock the other corner in, and from there things get super simple. Once the two corners are locked in, it's really just a matter of running your hog rings around the center, locking all those in place. Bing bang boom, those are no problem at all. The only thing we got to watch for is you got to cut those two slots for the hooks on the upper plastic. Where that plastic has to slide down on that. That's this guy, remember? Well, damn it. Yeah, I just busted off a bolt in there. So, I guess I over-tightened that a bit, as you can see. So I just ran zip disc through the end of it. I'm hoping I can just unscrew it. Oh, look at that. Oh man, somebody's looking out for me. Somebody's looking out for me, I can tell you that for free. Here's our ta-da moment. Maybe I'll stick it in the car for a ta-da moment. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I gotta be at the airport in less than an hour. So, I better get going. Let me give you guys a quick little peek at how we ended up. So this is the new seats. They're not bolted in. That's why they're sitting a little further back than they should be. Got some Let me see here. Some boxes propped up behind them. But there's our back seat installed. There's our front seats propped up. Our door panels, our new dash, new steering wheel. We painted that column. We actually installed an ignition key. That's awesome. We installed that console down there. Still got to wire it up and install the stick, because this is now a 4-speed. You can tell because we installed some pedals down there. Maybe you can't tell because it's too dark on camera, but we did. That's gonna do it for this video. We got our bucket seats. They're in there. Our back seat is in there installed. It looks awesome, I think. What's going on here? Let's see here. Oh, great. All right, something's wrong with the latch. I'll be in the next video. Anyway, if you stuck around this long, I want to thank you for that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so. I really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. That's going to do it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.